Hey guys, HDvee here and welcome to a brand new video. Today we've got quite a few things to go over. We have some new Pokemon home sprites that have just been revealed. We have some new DLC rumors, some DLC leak updates. There's a lot of stuff to break down today, so if you're excited for the video, as always, make sure to drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes, it really helps out. Leave a comment with your thoughts on anything we cover in today's video. Subscribe if you're brand new for daily Pokemon content. Ring the notification bell. With all of that out of the way though, let's get into the video and I really hope that you enjoy. So, starting things off, let's take a look at a new Pokemon home sprite that has just been revealed. It was tweeted out by Soul Silver. Well, actually, I believe they quote retweeted by Borg, saying the box icons for the home versions of Walking Wake and Iron Leaves are available now for the database. So, originally, this is obviously the Iron Leaves Pokemon Scarlet and Violet sprite, and this is the Walking Wake Pokemon Scarlet and Violet sprite. However, a different sprite of Walking Wake has actually been found in the Pokemon Home files. So this is really interesting. Why did they make a sprite for Walking Wake, which in my opinion looks a lot better, and then change it? So, like, does that mean that they have, like, multiple sprites for different Pokemon, and we're going to see a lot more when Pokemon Home connectivity drops? We have Soul Silver here saying, a new home sprite for Walking Wake was found today. So odd as it's the only one found so far. It seems to be an older, unfinished sprite. Maybe Ilka liked this sprite better than the Scarlet and Violet one, and so they used it for home instead. I know I actually like it better. It only shows one of its tails. But the more interesting thing to think about is, did they really do double the work and make multiple sprites of other Pokemon too? Maybe not, but I'd love to see them if they existed. So yeah, really interesting as to why they made two different Walking Wake sprites. And again, I like this one a lot more. I don't know, the head is like bigger and it looks more menacing. It just looks like a better design in my opinion. I don't know, you might like this one more, but yeah, I'm a massive fan of this one a lot more than the one we got. So potentially when Pokemon Home connectivity drops, we may get multiple sprites for all the different Pokemon, because we've seen every single Generation 9 sprite now in Pokemon Home, because that's the ones they're using. We got like a massive data mine not too long ago, and yeah, it revealed basically all of the new Generation 9 sprites, even for Pokemon that aren't in the game yet and that won't be in the game. They're obviously all new sprites because of Pokemon Home. So yeah, that Pokemon Home update is going to be massive because it's all going to change so much. But either way, I thought it was quite interesting that we got multiple Walking Wake sprites, and maybe this means that we're going to get more sprites in the future in the Pokemon Home connectivity update, which hopefully is sometime soon. Like I say, as soon as we hear anything about it, I'll let you guys know, because I know it is what everybody's waiting for now. I think people are waiting more for that. Like, they're more excited for that now than the DLC at this point, because obviously the DLC, we have no idea when that's even coming. There's multiple different dates they've kind of thrown at us, whereas Pokemon Home, we know that that's right around the corner. So I think we are all really excited about Pokemon Home a little bit more than the DLC at the moment. Anyway, that's the Pokemon Home stuff. Let's move on to some rumors that we got going on, and some DLC theories, some leak updates, everything like that. So this was a post from Soul Silver Art the other day talking about these 4 characters here. This was the post where they were talking about the typings. Basically, this guy here with the whitish hair was apparently going to be a dark type. This girl here in like the blue suit thing is going to be steel. This chef guy potentially fire, and this girl here is potentially fairy types. And then went on to say, speaking of the 4 Blueberry Academy students, does that mean that they aren't the same people as these 4 mysterious figures we saw in the Indigo Disc trailer? So again, it could be these 4 trainers here. It might not be. They might be the high-skilled trainers that we're going to fight, because, again, the Indigo Disc is split up into 4... Well, the Blueberry Academy is split up into 4 different sections, so potentially one of these is like a boss battle in each of the sections, which I think is going to be the case. And whether these are the same characters as these silhouettes, who knows? But we actually have another update here about it as well. So another connection that Zania the Witch pointed out about these 4 students / 4 mysterious figures. Are they the 4 names missing from the Hall of Fame record? Is the Blueberry Academy some type of grad school only for students that passed the Naranja Juve Academy or are champion ranked? So yeah, basically if you take a look in the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet library, you can actually find a book which has the Hall of Fame badges, a record, and we've got Turo in there, and then 4 names that aren't in there, and then Nimona, Arven, Penny, and Zania. So obviously it's a bit interesting how there's these 4 names that obviously aren't in there. Like, originally people thought it might be like Heath and Billy and Onair and then us. That could have been like 4 different options, but at the same time, obviously we're already there, so that obviously was never going to be the case. So it could be Billy, could be Onair, could be Heath and somebody else, or it could be these 4 trainers here. And I think this is more likely to be these 4 trainers. Maybe these trainers were at the Pokemon Scarlet Academy or the Pokemon Violet Academy, and then maybe they went off to create the Blueberry Academy, because as we all know, the Blueberry Academy is not as old as the Scarlet Academy and the Violet Academy. It's very, very recently been built, and so potentially a bunch of students that maybe didn't like how things were run went off and built their own academy or something like that, and that's maybe why they were crossed out. Who knows? Maybe there's a bit of a I don't know, a bit of a problem between the schools. Who knows? Probably not, because obviously you go off to the Blueberry Academy, so there's obviously some sort of like friendliness there. But either way, we'll have to wait and see. But I think these 4 characters are the ones here in the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet library. Moving on, we also have this to go over. Now, this is a small... I don't even know what to think. You'll have to make your mind up about this. I'm not 100% sure. I'm a little bit on the fence about it. We've got Light here tweeting out, and these were some of the leaked images about Quaxly's final evolution during the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet leak cycle. So they said, spoiler, oh my god, so this is the new terrestrial form we will get in the DLC. So as we all know, we're getting new terraforms in the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet DLC. We don't know if they're coming out in the Teal Mask or the Indigo Disc. We just know we're getting new terraforms. We don't know how many we're getting. Riddler-Coo did say like a decent amount, so hopefully that's like 12 to 15. And potentially the starter Pokemon could get those. But this image here may have actually already showed off what they're kind of going to be looking like. So this image was leaked already months ago. It was said by the old leaker that this was the 3rd evolution of Quaquaval, but there was no mention about the new terraform and fell into the oblivion with the release of the game. And I said this was a special form. So probably we have the first confirmed Pokemon to get a special terraform. Seems it will be Ice type, Quaquaval Ice terrestrial form. So as you can see, this is just the final evolution terrestrializing, and yeah, it's just obviously, as we all know, you get like the crystallized kind of look and stuff, but from this image here it looks like there's sort of like icicle spikes coming out of its arms, and I don't really think that these icicle spikes are these kind of hoop things here. I'm not really too sure. We have Blaze Incineroar here saying, I believe that you are looking at 3 water petals on Quaquaval tail clumped together, so it could be that, it could be the tail clumped together, but they looked very kind of jagged and just like ice-like. I don't know if it is this. I don't know if it is the hoop, so I'm not really too sure. So potentially the terraforms could be like more crystallized versions of the Pokemon. This doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be an ice type. It could just give them more crystallized kind of features and stuff, because we don't know what the terraforms are going to look like. We have no idea. We're not even supposed to know they're about to happen. Yeah, I don't know if it is the same. You'll have to kind of make your own assumption about this. We have Light here also saying, sorry, but I disagree. There's nothing, as far as I remember, that resembles the leaked image months ago. Maybe we can try to find it in-game. In the arms, there is no ice. Like, it's a strange one. It's a strange one. We'll have to wait and see if it is the case. Yeah, we may have actually seen what a terraform was going to look like this whole time. Before we even got the release of the 3rd starter evolutions, we may have seen what the terraform is going to look like. So, again, take this with a grain of salt. It could just be a different angle for the hoops, but I don't know, like, these hoops don't look jagged and ice-like and crystal-like. I don't know, we'll have to wait and see, but let me know your thoughts on that. And then finishing things off, we also have this post from Light talking about a new potential kind of rider or mount or something. So, yeah, Light here saying, okay, guys, this is a good find, or not. Finally, I found the rider and the mount 8 months before the Indigo Disc launch. But the fun fact is that in the middle of the chest, this hero has a crown and looks like it has membranes on the forearms like Namor from Marvel, Atlantis lore. Are we in another generation as happened in Galar, where in the DLC we find a rider and the mount as legendaries also? What do you think? Remember, they are just speculations. I'm not saying this will happen in any way. So yeah, this image here could literally be the crown that's obviously on Terrapagos' head that we've seen in the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet book. It could just be like a random character. Who knows? We did see the teal mask kind of advertised in a shop window, so we know that they are advertising parts of the DLC around the base Pokemon Scarlet and Violet game. So yeah, it could be some sort of link to that, and maybe this is some sort of person that resembled with Terrapagos or something like that. Who knows? And then of course we had the different kind of Cyclizar form. I think it is just a different Light. I don't think this is a different form of Cyclizar. It could be in the Blueberry Academy. Maybe they have a different kind of Cyclizar form for that academy, but I highly doubt that. And then yeah, obviously this is just showing the kind of under like obviously the Atlantis and like the fins and whatever, like the what are they called? I can't remember what you know what I mean though. But yeah, either way, very interesting to see if this character does have any kind of indication in the DLC or anything like that. Anyway, though, that is going to be everything for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please do consider hitting the like button down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes. It really helps out. Leave a comment with your thoughts about anything that we covered in today's video. What are your thoughts on the new Pokemon Home Sprite? Also, what are your thoughts on these characters? Do you think they are going to be these characters that are in the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Hall of Fame book? What are your thoughts about this as well? Is this the new potential terraforms? And if this is the case, then maybe the 3 starter Pokemon get one. It would make sense that they get one, even though like Gen 6 didn't get Mega Evolutions and stuff like that. But Gen 8 did get Gigantamax forms in the DLC, so potentially because they got a form, maybe these starters in Gen 9 are getting a form in the DLC. We'll have to wait and see. Anyway though, if you enjoyed, like I say, drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you're brand new, ring the notification bell for daily Pokemon content. So everything from me, have a fantastic rest of your day, and until next time, peace.